Today, we're going to look at an unusual item from a company called Prepperspeak. Just right there, you gotta stop and kind of do a double take on that name. Prepperspeak or Prepperspeak. I don't know what goes through people's heads when they choose a domain name. It'll be one of the mysteries. Am I alone for thinking that? Am I alone in thinking Prepperspeak, a website about prepper talk, versus Prepperspeak? Maybe I'm alone. Maybe I'm a little bit off there. This is a gift. I received this last week, and I decided I wanted to do a video on it. So it is a Fighter Flare Escape Rescue flashlight, USB micro charging bank. So it's a charging bank. It is a additional functions design. It has a compass. It has a glass breaker. It has a cord cutter, and it has some sort of a magnet on the back, and then it has a stun gun. So this is definitely into prepper territory here. It is designed in USA, made in China. With the little RESC glitch we had, you can tell that there was some non-English work going on here. The light comes with a box, and you have the light itself. You have the little Chinese packaging. You have the standard fare lanyard. You have the micro USB and a little tie that it comes with, and then you have the instructions. Now, this is a unique offering, and I don't just want to sit here and trash it, because it is actually a very unique offering. Power, let's look at this. Power, 800 lumens, aluminum alloy, 338 grams. This, by the way, is very nice in the hand. Built-in 3,000 milliwatt amp solar battery. The main light, 100%, 2 to 3 hours, 50%, 4 to 5 hours, and strobe 4 to 5 hours. You have a side white light for 100, and you can pause this if you want to read this. The lighter is a, now I say a stun gun. It's a lighter. So it gives some tips for use. It is quite a useful little tool, but it's just a one-page blank manual. Now let's look at the light itself. This light feels very good in the hand, as we noticed. And it normally comes, the lighter thing is blocked with this up here. Get a load of this button protection. It comes right up here and goes over the power button. I wish a lot of lights had this. You could effectively lock out the light. You just can't lock them both out. So you have the micro USB, old school, and then you have the USB, standard USB. And then as far as this goes, snapping on there, it's a little bit of a process to get it back in. And then you have your compass, which nobody really uses. Now get a load of this. So you could actually start a fire. Now we're going to do some lighting here. When we go back to this other side, we take off the button, and you've got 800 lumens. That is about 800 lumens, maybe just a tad less, and it steps down over the course of about 2 to 5 minutes to about 600 or so lumens, about 500 after about 10 minutes. But you can't really notice. You have to, when you turn off the light and you turn it back on, you can tell, but only slightly. You can't tell in practical use. And then, of course, you have the dreaded mode memory, the next mode memory. You have to cycle through all the modes, and then it goes off. Now, if you want to use the, you hold it down, and the bottom series of lights come on. And if you want to cycle through those, you have the same situation. And so it will go until you hold it down again, and now you're going to go in what could get you in trouble. This is red and blue police lights. Now, what I don't like about that is on the website, they don't really say anything about it. You hold it down again and you're back to high mode, where you have to ungraciously and unceremoniously go through the modes to get it off. Glass breaker is nicely concealed. And then I guess the magnet thingy here. This light feels extremely solid. Yeah, I think it's running, it looks like a XPG2 or XPG3. It is a nice standard tint, so I don't think, I don't know what bin it is, and I haven't been able to inquire about what bin or anything like that the LED is. It just warns not to let children, keep it away from loose clothing, keep the cap on, which after you're done, if you're not lighting something up, it's good to put it back. It does not tail stand because of the compass feature, but so be it. This light on the website is going for $70. So that's a lot of money to me. I know it's a multi-purpose light. I don't think that's absolutely outrageous, but I don't know if it's worth that. I don't know if it's really worth that. I have done a runtime test with this so far, about an hour, and once it hits the 500-ish lumen mark, it will stay at that lumen output for indefinitely with very low heat produced. So there is some value here, and with the fact that this is a prepper light, it doesn't need to have tactical. It feels very good in the hand. You can carry it out to change a tire, to grab kindling for the fire. You can do a lot of things for it. You can go out in the yard and work. You can go and see the old 24-year-old cat here that's she's still making it somehow, some way. And if you don't mind doing that occasionally, swapping through the modes, this is a great light for your car. So ultimately, I'm going to say that the value here is here. It is not necessarily worth what it is being asked for it. And there is no update on the website about how illegal it can be to use red and blue lights. FYI, for those of you who are not in the States, you cannot use red and blue police lights. That is reserved for law enforcement only. So you can't use it off your property. They don't even mention that on the website. They just say, make sure you're old enough to be able to use this, keep out of reach of children, yada yada. But ultimately, I wanted to do a review on this because this is a great light for what it's being offered, and you do get a lot of value here. So let's take it out and play around. All right, here we are. Let's do just a few beam shots. It's got a nice spot, very commanding throw. I'm gonna guess somewhere in the neighborhood of 49, 50K, maybe a little more. I don't think too much more. Got bugs flying all around out here tonight. It is so hot. I just got done with a 6-mile run and took a shower. I'm gonna get all sweaty again. Yeah, this is probably 55K or so. I'm not gonna measure it because I'm at the family home here. But a very competent thrower in this range. But it is a nice little thrower, not a serious thrower. But again, for this type of light, you're only looking for kind of a multitask light. Oh god dang. There's all sorts of bugs landed on me. I'm really hating this. Pointed up the street there. Very good illumination. I'm really impressed with this torch for what it offers. I would say it's C+, B- territory. With the lighter function, with the compass and the window breaker. The fact that it can be used as a power bank by itself is nothing special. But again, very nice. So overall, if you're willing to pay the money, which I think still is a little bit overpriced, you could come away with a win. I would call this, you might actually be in good standing. And this is the lower mode. Strobe, sorry. And then we start over. Well, judge for yourselves. Is this something you kind of want to do? All right, my friends, have a good one.